I pull into the Marshall's parking lot, and this is an important part to note. I park in a spot where nobody's around me. I cannot park, so I'm never gonna park in a situation where I'm like gonna hit your car. I just don't. So there was nobody to the left of me for 2 spots, to the right of me for 2 spots, or in front of me. Nobody was there. I park the car, I get out, I go into Marshall's. So I'm just gonna leave the store. So I leave the store, I have my keys in between my fingers, I'm really alert. Remind you, nobody was parked around me, and it was literally 3 minutes. I start walking up to my car, and I'm like going around the back of it to get into the driver's side door, and everything's happening so fast. I hear a car running, and then all of a sudden I look up, and I notice that there's a man in a gray silver car parked literally 2 fucking inches from my driver's side door. The type of car that I have, I couldn't have opened my car door and jumped in my car. I would have smacked his passenger door. So I just was like, oh no. And at the time, I didn't realize that there was a man that was staring at me in a gray silver car at Ulta right around the other side of the plaza. Guess who was parked next to me? So as I'm walking up to like go into my driver's side, I'm stopped. I stop because I see this car, okay? At the same time that I stop, this man turns around, makes direct eye contact with me out his rear view window, and my body was like, bitch, run. Like, he was so close to my car. Remind you, nobody else was around me. And I'm not saying what are men doing at Marshall's, but what are you doing at Marshall's alone, you fucking weirdo? So all of a sudden, I was like, can somebody help me? Can somebody help me? The second the words came out of my mouth, the second I yelled help, the second I moved and got away from his vehicle, this motherfucker shoots 50 miles an hour and speeds out of the parking lot. Like,
I was kinda lost in this fan fiction. So a dude parked next to her and another dude was watching her through his back window. Have no idea what she's talking about. She won't become the next Stephen King with this kind of incoherent storytelling.
Hi, so I was just watching a video where this woman was getting followed in Walmart, and it made me want to tell a story that happened to me today. So I was downtown putting a deposit down for a tattoo I'm getting, and as I'm walking out, I'm crossing a crosswalk, and I hear someone shout, "Hey!" So I turn around, and it's this man, like a 50-year-old man who, like, had his window rolled down, and he looks at me and he goes, "I want you." So creepy to start out with. So I just shake my head no, and I keep walking. I didn't even really want to respond. He was like, "Do you just have 1 minute? I just need 1 minute with you. Can you just pull into a parking lot for me, please? Like, just 1 minute." And I was like, "No, I don't have 1 minute." And then I rolled up my windows, and I'm freaking out on the phone with my boyfriend, like, what do I do? What do I do? And then he says, "Oh, you should wait till he's in this lane beside you trying to talk to you, and then turn left on a road without, like, turning your turn signal on, like, just swerve and go down a left road." I'm like, okay. And I found a road that, looked like a road, and I turned down it, and it is a dead end road. And this man did try to, like, get over and turn with me. So if he would have made that turn, I would have been trapped.
Yeah, another story that never happened. I had to cut half of it out because she's so monotone. She said he followed her through traffic, weaving in and out of traffic to try to talk to her. Okay, sure. The story from the first girl is a lot more believable than this load of crap. Everyone competing in the victim Olympics these days. Let's check out the next victim.
The bar, he was sitting like at the very end, like probably 4 or 5 seats down from me and her. And so I'm sitting here and she's sitting here and he's like way down here, right? So then he says, "Okay, can I sit next to you?" And I was like, I guess it's a public place. I can't tell you where to sit. So he's like, "Okay." So he sits down next to me and starts talking to me, and he's buying me a shot and all this stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. Well, I guess this man thinks that because he bought me a shot, he gets access to my body, because he starts like rubbing my leg right here and like getting closer and closer up my skirt. And I was wearing a skirt and I had on like underwear under and stuff. And I tell him, I don't like to be touched. I don't like to be touched. Please keep your hands off me. So, he stops touching me for a minute. Well, then I get to talking, you know, I'm turning around talking, and I'm sitting like this. Like, I'm barely even giving him any attention. When he talks to me, I'm just like, yeah. And then I'm like not really paying him any mind, and I'm just, you know, keep talking to my friend Jesse. Wouldn't you know, the second time he tries to put his hands up my skirt in my underwear, like real fast, like thrusts his hand up there. Luckily, I had on Spanx and he didn't get in there because it was too tight. But that's after I told him I don't want to be touched. And so I just looked at him and I like rubbed his hand off of me and I said, I'm very into personal space. And he still wouldn't leave me alone. Still consistently talking my ear off and trying to buy me drinks and asking me if I will come home with him, he can come home with me. I say, no, 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 no. It took another man putting his arm around the back of me when that dude went outside to smoke and came back in, and that man had to ask him if he had a problem to get him to leave me alone. Do better. When a woman says no, it means fucking no. Please.
This story is a lot more believable than the first two. They need to take notes from this girl. I still don't believe it, though. If a guy is doing stupid shit, why would you turn your back to him? Move away from the threat. Anyway, I think she did win the Victim Olympics.
Ladies, listen to me. If y'all don't listen to nothing I say, please listen to this, okay? Because I don't want you guys looking pathetic on social media. I don't care how badly you're hurting. You know, maybe some dude left you for somebody else. You're hurt. You got cheated on. Please don't post it on social media. Don't post the text messages. Don't post you crying with sad ass captions, because you know what? If he comes across your page, he's not going to look at it, your TikTok. He's not going to look at your TikTok like, oh, man, damn, I didn't know I hurt her that bad. Let me call her. No, he going to look at you like, yo, this bitch is on my dick. I'm so happy I got rid of her. He going to be laughing. He's going to be like, yo, like, I really got it. You giving him too much power. Okay? Don't ever go outside behind these dudes. Okay? What you need to do, instead of crying about your breakup, what you need to do is, okay, get your hair done, get your makeup done, level up.
So leveling up for these broads is to get their makeup done and their nails done. Got it. What if we leveled up like that as guys? After a breakup, go get muscle implants, get jaw implants, that leg-breaking procedure to get taller. Anyway, why is everything so vain? Don't get your happiness from the opinion of others. Happiness should come from inside.
Ex seriously did ruin me. I don't lie when I say that. He made me so insecure, untrusting, anxious, and unhappy.
Not good.
It's so hard for me to trust anyone anymore. I get jealous over everything.
Wow.
I peep everything. I overthink everything. And I'm so insecure with myself. This really sucks.